Time. We chase it, we fear it, we measure it. But do we ever truly understand it? Alan Watts once said, "The future is a concept. It doesn't exist. There is only ever the now." And yet, most of us live everywhere but here, haunted by the past, anxious about the future, rarely awake in the present. Today, let us explore the illusion of time, not as a cold concept of physics, but as the very lens through which we suffer or awaken. The past feels heavy. It whispers regrets. It lingers in our identity. But look closer. Where is the past right now? Can you touch it? Can you smell it? Can you live in it? No. The past exists only as memory, and memory is a fragile echo shaped by mood, distortion, and imagination. We suffer when we mistake memory for reality, when we believe I am my mistakes. But Alan Watts reminds us, you are not the story replaying in your head. The story is useful, like a map, but it is not the territory of your life. And once you see that, the weight begins to dissolve. The future seduces us with promises. If I just achieve this, if I just arrive there, then I will finally rest. But when the future arrives, it always arrives as now. And yet, we keep postponing living. We stockpile dreams like savings in a bank account, forgetting that tomorrow is never guaranteed. Alan Watts said, "We are always preparing to live, but never living." This is the trap of the future. It keeps us running, chasing shadows. But the shadow can never be caught. So if the past is a story and the future is a mirage, what remains? Only the eternal now. This moment, this breath, this strange awareness that you are alive, and it is always here, like a quiet background song, ignored but never gone. Watts compared life to music. The point of music is not to reach the end of the song, but to dance, to play, to let the melody flow. Likewise, the point of life is not to arrive somewhere in the future. It is to live now. Still, we fear time, we fear age, we fear endings, but fear arises only because we cling. Think of holding sand in your hand. The tighter you grip, the faster it slips away. So too with time. When we demand permanence, we suffer. When we expect things to stay, we break. But impermanence is not the enemy. It is the very proof that you are alive. To resist it is to resist life itself. Every illusion of time hides behind one ultimate fear: death. If time runs out, then what am I? Where do I go? Watts often laughed at this fear. He said, "We were all dead before we were born, and it caused us no inconvenience." Death is not the opposite of life. It is the completion of it, the pause between two notes in the cosmic symphony. When you make peace with death, time loses its tyranny. Each moment becomes precious, not because it will last, but because it will not. Our world worships the clock. We divide, measure, schedule every breath. Time is money, they say, but this mentality is poison. When we treat time only as currency, we become beggars of our own existence, running, rushing, hustling, yet never arriving. Watts warned us, this obsession breeds alienation. We forget how to simply be. The tree does not hurry to grow. The river does not rush to the sea. Yet both fulfill their destiny in perfect timing. Why can we not trust our own unfolding? Think back to childhood. Remember how endless summers felt? A single afternoon could stretch like eternity. Why? Because as children, we lived in presence. No urgent schedules, no fixation on clocks, just raw experience. As we grew older, society trained us to compress life into deadlines, to live by alarms instead of instincts. But deep inside, the child still knows. Time is not measured by numbers. It is measured by depth of experience. Watts pointed out, the mind itself is the creator of time. It stitches together memory and anticipation and calls the tapestry me. But who are you without this mental timeline? Close your eyes, drop the thought of yesterday, drop the thought of tomorrow. What remains? A raw, infinite awareness, not trapped in time, not waiting, just here. To awaken is not to escape time, but to loosen its grip, to stop clinging to how things should have been, or fearing how they might become. Freedom comes when you trust life, when you flow with the river instead of swimming against it. Watts called this the art of wu wei, effortless action, living as if life itself were carrying you, because it is. So how do we live this truth? Not by rejecting clocks, but by remembering they are tools, not masters. Live so fully in each moment that when the next one comes, you are not waiting, but already alive. Laugh deeply, love fiercely, forgive quickly, and when the final note of your song arrives, smile, because you will know you were never racing against time. You were dancing with it. Time is not your enemy. It is your canvas. Paint with it boldly, sing with it joyfully, and above all, remember, there is no tomorrow. There is no yesterday. There is only this, now.